guys, welcome to my channel Rev and Risk, and today is gonna be day 34 of our 50 days trading series. So yesterday we've taken two trades. One of them was profitable while the other one was a loss. So we ended up at 149.11 with a loss. And yeah, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do some more trading. So let's start off with doing some basic analysis. Starting with the EUR USD chart, I'm gonna go into our weekly time frame and see what's the trend like. So it is completely bearish in structure. And going into the daily time frame, it is again bearish in structure. In the 4 hours time frame, it is still bearish in structure. In the 1 hour time frame, it is still bearish in structure. And in the 50 minutes time frame, it is still bearish in structure. So as you can see, it is completely bearish in all of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our daily time frame and make a magic trend line. And so the magic trend line is going to be made. Actually, I don't see a point of making a magic trend line, because we know that the price is going to go all the way down until that level. So that should go down to that level. So what I'm going to do is I would be taking a trade, a short position, with my take profit at about that level, something around there. And I want to have my stop loss a bit higher, and so let's see if we can set this with our 4 hours time frame. And yeah, so in our 4 hours time frame, I could keep my stop loss around here and expect the price to go down, but instead of that, I would actually like to keep it here. Again, that would have too much risk reward ratio, so let's just keep it over there and go into our 1 hour time frame and kind of see what's the best situation, best thing we can do. All right, so let's make this a bit more smaller. You see the chart view. Okay, so I would like my stop loss to be somewhere around above this point. I feel like keeping it above this would be the best place, and we will have a 3.51 risk reward ratio. We can also keep it around here or here, but that's too much of a risk, so I just rather put it over here. So that's a 3.64 risk to reward ratio, and I would like to risk about $10 in this. Again, I want to go into our daily time frame and figure out the take profit. So I can potentially get our take profits to about that low. Maybe I could get it down. So the take profit level could be somewhat around there, so I'm gonna put the take profit up to about there. And yes, so let's reset the chart view and kind of see. Okay, so it seems good, well and good. We're gonna have a risk reward ratio of about 2.36 with this in this scenario. I'm gonna go into our 1 hour time frame and kind of see what's the best thing to do. So I'm going to go into our 15 minutes time frame, and again kind of try to figure out the major points. Let's go into our 1 minute time frame again. So as you can see, it is just starting to go, it is kind of consolidating, but I'm pretty sure it should be going down after a while. So okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a swing trade on this. So in the 1 hour's time frame, I'll be taking a trade. So I want my stop loss to be around there, my take profit over there. If I zoom out much more, if I go into the 4 hours time frame and see where our previous low is, I can get it down to about that. It's gonna go down to about that level for sure. So if I zoom in over here and kind of see the situation, so as you can see, it did consolidate around there and went up. So there's a level over here as well, so let me just mark it up like that and reset the chart view. So yeah, it did break through that level. It did broke through all the zones which we marked up previously, so I'm pretty sure it should be going down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the I'm going to take a short position of $10 worth of risk and see how it goes. So let me quickly copy this price. I want to keep the stop loss about there. So copy that price, go into sell, put that as the stop loss and copy that price and put that as the take profit, and I want to risk about $10 or maybe $15. That. So it looks well and good. Let's click on sell and we've got our trade set up. So that's a 1:2 risk to reward ratio, a little bit more than 1:2, maybe a 2 point, how much is that, 2.23. So it's not that bad. Let's just wait and watch what's gonna happen. Now we've taken a trade in the 4 hours time frame, so that's one swing trade successfully taken. I'm gonna go into our notepad and kind of show you guys all that. Okay, so I think I've saved it somewhere, not too sure where did I save it. Okay, so yep, here it is. So we've taken our first swing trade, which is in the 4 hours and the 1 hour time frame together. We're gonna just look for more trades which we can take, which is possibly in this. So let's go into our USD JPY chart and kind of see what's happening. The market seems to be rising up. There's a cross of there's a cross in the moving average. However, there is a lower low, so maybe the price is gonna go down now. So maybe it hit that point and it's probably gonna go down. But one thing is for sure, that the price is not, it's not that, you can't estimate it that well, because in this region you could have taken trades and get profited no matter what, but in this region it is really you don't know what's going to happen. The same goes for the daily time frame. So you see, it's just, maybe it is not, maybe it's still going up, we don't know, because in the daily time frame you see it is having a high low and a high, and it has a high low and a lower high. So maybe we don't know what's going to happen. Going to our 50 minutes time frame, we can get some more clarity. So as you can see, it is going down again. So maybe it is going completely bearish in structure. So maybe the supply zone is working and it's gonna go all the way down, or alternatively it can break through. So we're gonna wait for a while until we get more clarity on this chart. Alright, going into the AUD USD chart, as you can see, it is still consolidating, going up and going down and all that. And our long-term trade is still pending. It is as it is. And looking at the 5 minutes chart for our trade around here, as you can see, okay, so well, this is the trade which we've taken, the EUR USD chart, and I'm pretty sure that there should be any ups and downs at the end. I'm pretty sure it should go down, but let's see what's gonna happen. So that is our trade for EUR USD, and going into EUR JPY, the Euro Japanese yen. Let's kind of figure out some. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the symbols, remove that off, search for FOREX, and see the most popular one. So there is actually GBP JPY as well. I can make use of that, and I can do GBP USD, and I can do EUR USD CAD. Yeah, let's do these. So I'm gonna so let's add GBP JPY, GBP USD, USD CAD. Alright, so that's enough. I think that's a lot of things for us to focus on. So I'm gonna we're gonna wait for the price to do something in this. So we're gonna wait for the price to change in USD JPY. So I'm gonna wait for it to completely turn bearish. So there's two things possible. The first thing is it should break through the structure. So it should do that, break through that, and that is when I will be taking a short position. Or it should do that, and that is when I'll be taking a long position. Now let's actually put this before. So let's start off doing our new analysis, which is in the GBP JPY chart. So to start off with, I'm gonna go into our weekly time frame and see how the chart is looking. So as of now, it is looking completely bullish in structure. So it's looking bullish in structure. It's pretty good. And again, to look at our previous high was around this point. And let's try to figure out if there is any more. Let's actually go into our 1 month. Okay, so it did reach a high of that point, and again around here it is going up. Okay, it should be going way more higher. Okay, so let's go into our 1 week time frame again, back into our 1 week time frame, and kind of figure out what's the situation here. So as you can see, it is making a higher lows and higher highs. It is kind of consolidating a bit, but I'm pretty sure that now that it reached that point, so which is this point in here, we don't know what's exactly happening, but it should do this. So it should either break through this or it should go down from there. Now let me look at some more time frames to get clarity on what's happening. So this is actually kind of going bullish in structure, I would say, but I'm not too sure. It might be shifting. Let's go into our daily time frame. As you can see, it has made a lower high, a lower low. It's made a higher high, a higher low, a lower high. So it's kind of starting to consolidate around here. Let's go into our 4 hours time frame to see what's actually happening in detail. So it is again going up and down. Let's go into a 1 hour time frame. It is going bearish and bullish in structure. Okay, so going to a 50 minutes time frame. Is going bearish in structure, but I think it should be going bullish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our GBP JPY chart over here and see our indicator, the RSI. The RSI is about 50, is just around 50, and the price is actually, it is going down. The RSI is going down, so maybe I should take a short position, but the ATR is okay. So okay, so the ATR is at 4.406. That's 4040 pips. So it's moving a lot per okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I would be resetting the chart view. Okay, it's going to our 5 minutes time frame and see what's happening. So as you can see, we don't know the actual trend. We don't know how it's even going. It's really confusing, I would say. So it's gone all the way down, it's consolidating around here, and then now it seems like it's going up. So what I'm going to do is now that it's gone that low and it's going up, I would take a long position with my, so I would do this. I would take a long position with my stop loss around there and my take profit all the way up there. And so in our 1 hour time frame, as you can see, it looks something like that. In fact, we can get our take profit higher up to that point if we would like, with a 1:5 risk to reward ratio, and I think that should work. But again, in our 1 hour time frame, you see it is just fluctuating between these 2 points. So it's going up and it's going down. It's probably going to go down from there all the way to there. Going to our 4 hours time frame again. Let's see, it is, so in the 4 hours time frame it is again going bearish in structure, but then I don't know if it will go up or down again, but previously it did go down, and that could be a consolidation. So what I'll be doing is I would be just I think it's better to wait for getting some more clarity on this, so that we know what's happening. It's been making lower highs and lower. Okay, so in the 1 hour time frame it is again making, you know what, I do this, I take a short position. I think that should be worth it, you know. So let's go to our 50 minutes time frame and see what's happening. So reset the chart view, and you see it's again starting to consolidate here. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to force myself into taking a position without having any clarity, so let's wait for it to get some more interesting, so that there is more predictability in the chart. Going into the GBP USD chart, let's go into our weekly time frame and see what's the situation here. So it is fluctuating in the weekly time frame, but then as of now it seems to be going down. Now looking at our 1 day time frame, let's see what's happening. Again, it is going down in our daily time frame as well. And looking at our 4 hours time frame, it is going down, bearish in structure. Now 1 hour time frame, it is still going down. 50 minutes time frame, it is still going down, and our 5 minutes time frame, it is still going down. Now if I look at our technicals, it is in sell, so that's a nice indicator for us. And let's mark up some important areas. So the first thing I want to do is draw a magic trend line. So let's do that. So I'm going to use this tool here to draw a magic trend line. And now that we've drawn it, I can go into my 1 hour time frame and refine it a bit so I can get it up to that point. Reset the chart view, draw it, extend the line, and I'm gonna draw some horizontal rays to mark up all the regions, all the highs which we need to consider. And okay, so the price seems to be going down, it's declining a lot, and so what are we gonna do is we are going to go into our 4 hours time frame. Okay, so the price did hit that low, so again every single time when it hits that low, it's always going up. So I can mark this level up as well. So that is a strong demand zone. So if I zoom in, okay, so I think that's good. So that's a strong demand zone, so maybe the price would hit that and go up. So again, for this we again need to wait to get some more clarity, because we don't know if it hits that and goes up or keeps going down. I'm going into our USD CAD chart. This looks pretty bullish in structure, so it's completely bullish. I want to look at it. Let's reset the chart view and figure out what's happening. So as you can see, it is going bullish in structure in the weekly time frame. At the same time, it reached this point where every other time it reached that point, this is like a strong supply zone. So that's a strong supply zone. We don't know what's going to happen because the price just seems to be doing that. So well, it is really confusing, so we can take a trade in here as well. We need to wait for it to either do this, so it should potentially okay, this is the very beginning. Okay, so it should either break through that and go up to that level, or it should not break through that and go down to that level, or at least that level. And so let's see what's going to happen. We can take a trade in that as well. Going into our EURJPY chart, let's reset the chart view. Okay, let's see what if there's any change in USDJPY. Okay, going to our 4 hours time frame. Time frame. 15 minutes time frame. You can see it's actually made a higher high, but again it did hit that zone, so maybe it should bounce off. Alright, we don't know. Anyways, let's get into our EUR-JPY chart and figure out what's actually happening. So in our weekly time frame, as you can see, the price is completely going up, but again it did hit that level. So let me draw this zone. So that's a strong level, it hit that, and it's probably gonna go down now, because in the weekly time frame that's literally the highest. Okay, and this is when it started. Okay, so that it hit that high, and it is, so there's either one thing, it should either break through that or it should go down, and it's by the looks of it, it seems like it is going down. Let's go into our daily time frame and see what's happening. As you can see, it did go down, it's kind of consolidating. Let's go into our 4 hours time frame, and you see it is still doing a bit of consolidation, but I'm pretty sure that it should break through that zone and go all the way down. So what I'm gonna do is I would be taking a trade in the weekly time frame. So I'm or in the daily time frame. I think daily is much more sensible. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this short position. Alright, so I've taken a trade in EUR-JPY, a short position in the long term. So let's see how it goes. And rest of these, it's not a good situation to take a trade in any of these. So I'm just gonna focus mainly on this one. So I'll be focusing on GBP USD and USD JPY. And yeah, well, let's remove all the drawings and zoom in. Okay, so yes, we're just going to focus on the USD JPY chart to see if it did meet a high. Now again, if I zoom all the way out, as you can see, this is the highest the market has reached up to. So maybe that is the reason it is going bearish in structure. But again, by the looks of it, seems like it should be going down overall. So I think it should either be, so we don't know if it reaches a particular level because it is the highest the market has ever reached. So what I'd expect is the price just to collapse from there to about that level, but I'm not too sure. So let's just wait and see what would happen. All right, so that's it, guys, for today's trades. So now I'm gonna stop the recording here and resume it as soon as I see something interesting happen. And as you can see here, this is our trade in EUD USD, where I've got my chart like that, and the EUR-JPY where the price seems to be going down. Alright, so that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see what's gonna happen. Once something interesting happens, I'll record all over again. So yeah, see you there. Alright, so this is our situation of the GBP USD as of now. So first of all, let's quickly go through how the trades are going as of now. It is about 3:24 p.m. and let's see how it's going. Now our EUR-JPY chart is going pretty well. As you can see, it is potentially going down, but again, there is a lower high, a low, which is not actually a lower high. It is basically almost the same level, so it can be categorized as a higher low as well. And then there is a lower high again, so I think that will lead for that's the starting point of the bearish diagram. Okay, now our EUR USD chart is going pretty, I would say, decent. As you can see here, let's reset the chart view, focus on what's happening. So If I go into the 1 hour's time frame, as you can see, it is going down, but again it is going up as well, so I'm pretty sure that it should be going down after all. As you can see, it's making a high, and then it's probably gonna do up and down here, over here, so I expect the price to again maybe kind of let me use my pen tool, so maybe kind of hit up and then go down or something as such. I'm pretty sure it should be one. It should be good, shouldn't be a huge problem. Okay, now the AUD USD chart, which we've taken a long time ago, this is going I would say, yeah, it's going decent, because it's just going up and down. So I just took the trade. I should have waited for to take a trade, but then I took a trade before it touched that level. But as you can see here, it is going up and down, but I'm pretty sure it should be going into profits in no time. All right, now looking at the USD JPY chart, which we were waiting to see some movement. As you can see, the chart started going downwards, and it started to consolidate. So if I go into our daily time frame to get more clarity, let me reset the chart view and show you guys. So overall it is going up, but as you can see, it is still going up, so it is bullish in structure. So what's happening here is that there is this important zone which the price is touching and bouncing off every other time, so it's a strong support level, and after that it's just making a bullish trend, and after that it's going bearish. It's gonna hit that zone and come down, so it's probably gonna just do that, or maybe just do that, but it needs to go up. So as of now it is in this bearish momentum, so it's, you know, there's this up, down, up, down, up. So in this down part, this is where we are currently waiting on, so it is going bearish as of now, but if I go into our 4 hours time frame, we can see it with more clarity that it is kind of doing that you know, downwards momentum. But again, let's go into our daily time frame and kind of figure out what's actually happening here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a long position with my stop loss right there, but then that wouldn't be worth it, you know, because having such a small stop loss is not worth it. At the same time, having a big stop loss and a small take profit isn't worth it. So I'm not going to take a trade in this as of now, but this is the interesting part. GBP USD. So I think we might have just figured out one of the biggest momentum in the market. So I want to start off by talking about the previous low. So if I'd actually use my horizontal ray tool, draw lines at close as such, so as you can see, this is where the prices can go down to in the worst case scenario. Now what I'd expect is, as you can see, the price did hit that level. If I go into our 4 hours time frame, you can see it much more clearly. So it hit that level and it's starting to go up, you know, it's doing that bullish momentum. So what I'll do is, there is no point, I see no point in taking a day trade or an intraday trade, whatever you like to call it, because our chart is potentially just going bearish as of now. We're not sure if it's converted, so this might become a flip zone now. So before, if I go into our daily time frame, this is a strong demand zone, but now it could become a potential flip zone. So maybe the price could decline through this and go down all the way to that level, and so we can accommodate that by actually having a position with my stop loss below this, but that would become a swing trade, a trade in the 1 hour, in the 4 hours of the daily time frame. And so that is what we're exactly gonna do right now. We're gonna take our trade in the long term. So I'm gonna take a long position, and I'm pretty sure the price should go up at least to that point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my take profit up to there and pull my stop loss over here. So that's a 1:3. Let's pull this down a bit more. So it's a 1:3 risk to reward ratio worth of a trade, and I can actually pull this a bit more lower to have more consolidation for irregularities in the market. So I'm just going to put it a few pips below this, and I think that's good. Well and good. So it's a 1.71 risk to reward ratio. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm going to take a trade in this. So it's the first trade in the British pound, in other words GBP and the US dollar, the forex pair GBP USD. I'm going to copy that price, put it in the stop loss, and copy this price, put it in the take profit, and I'm going to risk about $10, and so I would be getting, okay, I can risk $15 actually, and let's hit start, and I think that should be good. All right, well then good, we've taken our trade here. Again, what I want to do is I want to quickly look at the GBP JPY chart. So as you can see here, the RSI is kind of going downwards, but it is above 50 overall. It is above 50, and so it is a nice thing to take a trade. And our ATR is at 4.406, but so it is 440 pips. So if I actually use the, okay, wait, is it 440 pips or 440 to 1.5, 660 pips below? So generally we would be having about 660 pips below that for a stop loss. Let's see. Okay, so when we use the ATR tells us to put our stop loss at about this level, so around that, around that bottom green line. But then yeah, well, that's pretty good. We did pull our stop loss to almost over there without using ATR, which is pretty good, I would say. But again, let's just leave it as it is. I don't think we need to worry much. And yeah, well, I'm expecting the price to go all the way up again, or maybe I could be wrong. So let's see what's going to happen. And yeah, this is the paper trading panels. You can see all of them are in losses except for that, and we're at 449.11. So we've reached a peak of 157.07, which is pretty good. Yeah, well, let's wait and watch what's gonna actually happen. Again, I'll be resuming my I'll be recording again if there's gonna be anything important all over again. So see you there. Alright, so I've decided to not make any more video today, any recordings, because it's already the evening, so it's gonna be really late by the time I edit this video. So I'm gonna upload this as it is, and we'll talk about how the trades go tomorrow. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in our day 35. See you there. Bye bye.